What's up, buddies? It's the Don't Get It Twisted podcast, and we're back with episode 6. I'm joined here by my lovely co-star, Miss Dia Nueva. How you doing,
Hey,
dude?
what's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Nothing much, just surviving. What you on today?
You know what? It was actually cooler than most days, so I got my little hoodie on. Okay, I'm chilling. It's actually a dude's hoodie, but I got it out the men's section. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Swag.
Period.
But we feeling little baby hairs. It's one
the
of them
baby
weeks.
hairs is in full effect. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Birthday week.
Period.
Birthday week.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Birthday week.
how awesome.
I'm gonna be old. No, I'm just fine. I'll be
you're
like
looking fine as wine, so
thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
But what's going on with you today?
Girl, nothing, just getting into it, ready to go. We took a pause and now we back.
I know.
All rolling.
I think you got some spicy little topics for us today, but before we introduce them, I'm going to just read this little quote right here, okay? So, Women's International Women's Day was like a week ago, but I'm going to still represent this week because my birthday is this week and it's just Women's Month.
It's only right.
It's only right. So here it goes. A strong woman is one who feels deeply and loves fiercely. Her tears flow as abundantly as her laughter. A strong woman is both soft and powerful. She is both practical and spiritual. A strong woman loves, forgives, walks away, let goes, tries again, and perseveres. And it doesn't matter what life throws at her.
Okay.
So it's a little deep. It's a little long. It says unknown.
Okay.
I said, well, I like it. So, you know what I'm saying? That is deep because I think a strong woman is actually balanced in all of those things. Like,
Period.
People say when a woman is emotional, she's weak. No, baby. She's emotional. She's human. She's sensitive. Right. Like, she's aware. She's alert.
To her inner her.
You want a heartless woman? Nobody wants that.
They want a heartless woman. Sure.
Nobody wants a heartless woman when it really comes down to it. Because when you hurting and you ain't got nobody to patch up your boo-boos, you sick. You are sick.
Sick. Literally sick. But yes. Speaking of sick, I am sick and tired of DoorDash, bro. Oh,
yo, you had me shook when you just said sick. You can't be out here in 2021 just saying like I'm sick and people know what you're talking about.
Right.
COVID is out here.
Right. You really got to break it down.
Yes. What's going on with DoorDash?
Well, I know everybody uses food delivery. It's great, but nobody talks about how horrible it can be. Like when the site just malfunctions and you already paid for your food, and then it malfunctions like an hour into you waiting for your order. And you know what they're going to tell you? We're sorry. Your order was canceled.
Nobody canceled my order.
We're gonna refund you within the next 3 business days. What am I gonna eat though? Can I eat? Like, what do you mean in the next 3 business days? Like, I need to eat tonight though. Like, you be having me hot, bro.
You just gave me. Yo,
y'all better get it together, okay? Count y'all days.
You gave me life because DoorDash is that type of company. They just But you know what? Why don't they give you a refund right away? Why is it 35?
Well, I know. I paid you right away. Why can't I get my money back right away?
Tell your merchant.
My food. I'm not. It's just get my food. Nope. Get your food today. I'm not getting your money today. So you know what? I'm not using DoorDash no more. And I've said that like 5 times.
I feel like you have. Who are you substituting instead of DoorDash?
I haven't tried any other. I know there's like Uber Eats and Postmates. I just haven't tried any. I just always use DoorDash.
Is there anything other than Grubhub? There's Grubhub.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I can't think of any other ones.
Yes, I'm about to branch out and try something different because, DoorDash, y'all been letting me down. I'm not messing with y'all no more.
If y'all got referral codes, please drop them in the comments for Miss
Period.
FinePanama here.
Period.
Please.
Give me some
Please.
discounts, okay? They took my money, man. I need a discount.
What if you had a company that was like called Swoop and they came in and like redirected your order?
We came and just swooped your order. We got it to you, and we took your money from them, so you good. That would be awesome.
Yeah, like it's just replaced.
Yeah, just taken care of.
I'm not. Listen, we got to find an NBA player to sponsor that one and call it Swoop.
For real, we do.
Swoop to the hoop all day. Like, how do I stay fit? I use Swoop.
I don't play about my food.
I don't play about my food. I use Swoop. All the way to the hoop. That's how I shoot. Come through.
I need my food when I need my food.
You got me rapping here.
Look at you.
Nah, I don't like that though, because when you're hangry, you're hangry.
Yes. And then it's like, dang, sometimes you be waiting, like you'll wait until the last minute and like catch the last order or like the last place that's even sending orders. Yeah, open. Like, and then if they cancel your order, like if we can't go to DoorDash, where can we go? Like, come on.
I mean, I think DoorDash actually is one of the cheaper ones. If you actually use them monthly and get like a pass too, first of all, deliveries and tax.
Right.
What? And tip?
Ridiculous.
It's not all included? This isn't a club. 16% gratuity.
Pay for the delivery and pay for just because you chose us, you have to pay. Like
it's a lot. It's actually a lot. It's almost like half your order when it comes to fees.
And then
by the time it's racked up, if not a third, 100% a third of your order.
That's
if not half.
Oh, okay.
So no, I like specifically ordered essential water it's alkaline water. All right, it's ionized. It's got electrolytes, guys. It's really good for you. It's a pH 7. Okay. Balanced. This water was like $2.79 on Walgreens through DoorDash. Okay. They get there. This is the big bottle. They get there and they're like, oh, they don't have that. So what do you want us to do? Like, we could either cancel the order, and like I've had previous times where they canceled it, but the last time it happened, the carrier like called me, which was nice. And he basically was like, what do you want me to do? I can just bring the small ones. I was like, do they have core water? Anything that's like the equivalent size in milliliters or liters to what I'm already buying? Nothing. So I was like, fuck it. Please bring me the small essential waters. He brought them. They still charged me $2.79. Wow. Mind you, these waters were like, those little Fiji water.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice size. So
like, I'm thirsty. What is you doing?
Like, I just waited for all that. Like, for all that, I would have just told you spend whatever and I'll just reimburse you or something of that nature. Like, it was sad. I was sad.
Some of these food delivery places, they don't care about us. And I think that customer service should be number one. And
in every business.
If for some reason my order is canceled, I need to be compensated.
Immediately.
You need to call the next restaurant over and tell them to feed me. Okay? Because I'm not playing with y'all.
At that moment of my rage, of my confusion, of what I'm asking for, not 3 to 5 business days later, tell your merchant, no.
Period.
No, I don't want to hear the hoopla. Like, it makes no sense.
I feel like you shouldn't even get charged for real until your food is delivered.
I agree. And I feel like if something is missing, like from your order, you should be able to be either price adjusted or fully refunded, like in that moment. Because
I'm gonna give you $2. No, I want my whole money back.
Nothing. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that is like insane. Here is the thing that is crazy. I've worked in a restaurant, and to be honest, I feel like that should actually be a high school like requirement to graduate, just to learn patience, to learn listening, communicating, like You know, if you don't have something in the kitchen, communicating that to a customer who is like there specifically for that, sometimes it can be, like it can be a little bit of an issue or like turmoil.
Even that, I ordered from this one bodega down the street from my house one day, and I ordered what was on the menu, and the things, it was so weird because the things that weren't on the menu, it wouldn't allow you to order. So our order's good. No, we get there, you know, like after waiting till the pickup time to pick up.
Right.
Like a pickup order. And when we get there, he's like, "Oh no, I canceled your order because we didn't have what you ordered." And I'm like, "Well, why would you take my money and put my order through and not have a system to let me know that my order was canceled? I just sat here for an hour waiting for my food, bruh." This is why I get my lazy butt in the house and cook. When I be trying it just don't be working out.
What? What you be making that don't be working out? Hold on.
No. I mean when I be trying to like cheat and eat out, you know?
I was gonna say, I know you can throw it down over there. There's no way.
Kids, so I gotta make a little something work.
I said, I know you can, dude. To make it in Panama, there's no way you can't. There's no way. Period.
Trying to be cheap sometimes or lazy, you know, just don't feel like cooking sometimes.
No, 100%. Because if you're hungry, when you start cooking, then cooking and cleaning up is like, by the time you're eating, like it's not enjoyable in that moment. And if you do it in reverse, you're so tired when you're done cooking and you have to clean. You're like, I could have just ordered this food and been done an hour ago and not have to clean.
Yeah.
Mind you, too, when you clean, you go through cleaning utensils.
Yeah.
And cleaning supplies. You don't just like clean. It's a whole shebang. It's a whole process. Like
it's a whole process, dude.
Girl, it's too much. Like, it's too much. I can't.
Yes. Basically, food delivery services, you need to do better.
Way better. Nothing changes from the place having the order made and bringing it from the car.
Exactly.
To the customer.
Do better.
Do it right the first time.
Period. Now, to get into our hot main topic of the day today, we're going to be talking about cheating. The taboo. Oh my God, scary. Nobody wants to talk about it, but we're gonna talk about it.
Nobody does want to talk about it because people got skeletons in their closets.
Hey, I ain't scared of no skeletons.
Girl, deny. No, I'm just kidding.
Period.
We'd be like, it never happened. What are you talking about? I wasn't even that drunk.
Lead me to the grave, okay?
Yo, to the grave.
Period.
I'll be like that. I don't even know who that bitch was. She died. Who was that? To the grave.
But, you know, today we got us a special guest.
It wasn't me.
So we can have somebody else's opinion on it, not just me and my lovely Diaz.
Yes.
We got Belo with us today.
Yeah, so what's popping?
Ready to get into this topic?
We want to talk to you about cheating. Bum, bum, bum. What are your thoughts on it? Have you... No. So, like, you know, there are a couple sides to cheating. Now, you could be the friend who knows about it, who don't want to say nothing to either parties,
right?
Or one of the parties,
right?
Or you could be the person who's cheating, or you could be the person who got cheated on. Like,
yeah, it's three sides to the token.
What? It's like,
what side
have you been on all three?
What side would you want to be on?
Oh my God!
Like, what side are you comfortable on?
I mean, the friend side, of course. You know what I mean? But you know, when I was younger, I cheated, and I've been cheated on as well. The biggest thing of the token is, do men cheat more
than women?
Cheat more. So what do you guys? I think women.
Belo,
hold on. Wait, when we say this,
I'm kidding.
are we talking about people who get caught, or are we talking about just overall cheat more?
Well, overall, to get caught is more men, because men is more stupid, to be honest, when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what it is? You guys just don't care.
Well, no, what it is, women would do it to a guy out of town that they see every 2 or 3 months, and the man would do it to the girl next door. So it's
yeah. Wouldn't you guys just say that's like lack of care?
No, it's not lack of care. It's just not a lack of care. Because most of the time, men cheat because they're not getting what they got at home. I mean, what they want at home. And most of the time, when men cheat, not all. Some is just, cheaters. But most men that do cheat, they're not getting what they want from home.
Do you think it's more like they're not getting the physical, or they're more not getting the, emotional support or like mental stimulation and connection?
Well, you got a beta man, and then you have an alpha man, right? So a beta man is more like a female. So they argue with their companion, they mistreat their companion and do things like that. But an alpha man, he needs a certain thing. He's the guy that go to work. He's the provider. He give you security. So most women is the emotional part of a relationship. So a man is not supposed to be emotional at all. So a man's supposed to help a woman through her emotions, and that's how they get to the next chapter. But when this climate goes on, that's why a lot of men cheat, because a lot of men is beta men, and they're women themselves. They've been raised by women all their lives. It's not their fault.
Right.
They've just been raised around women. So when women get mad, they hold back the sex and they hold back the things men want. Women has 1,000 needs. Men only have 5. So
please explain these 5 to me. I need the secret.
They need to be fed, they need to be sex, and I don't even know the other 2.
Loyalty, faithfulness, and like the last one is not the most important, but the emotions part of a relationship. So
loyalty, faithfulness, food, sex,
emotions.
Emotions. Thank you. I need this.
Emotions, because men is not supposed to be emotional. Like if your man is arguing with you every day, you have to look at their background and say, hey, has he been raised by a woman?
Yeah.
And when he's raised by a woman, he's picking up her trait. He might not be feminine.
Tendencies.
He might not be, I can't say the word on YouTube. He might not be that, but in a sense, when it comes to a man and a woman, he's supposed to be her fixer when it comes to emotions.
I get it. They're supposed to like building
balance each other out, right? He's, and now with the climate from a woman of having the control of everything, back in the day, you can't, everybody said the 60s and stuff like that, but I don't go about the woman being a housewife and cooking like that. But no, but the structure of a woman, the woman is so powerful now, which is good.
Yeah.
But bad, because
I definitely agree. There's definitely a toxic independency
going on.
Right. So like right now, like if a man can choose his woman, it will be a better world. The man end up getting stuck with a woman that he don't want to be with in the first place. And the women that he really wanted, they're chasing a dude that's a drug dealer or in jail, in and out of jail. Like, bruh, this dude,
the flashiest things that are gonna come and go.
Right. So if you look at the hierarchy of men, the 1% men, the guys that make over 100 grand, that they're 1%, right? But all the women want that one man. All of them want that one man at the top, but they can't have
that alpha, of course.
No, that don't mean you're alpha. Just because
you're alpha.
The illusion of like that's of what someone else wants and what everyone else wants. You have to admit, for women, is definitely like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like a moth to a flame, so to speak.
But that's what women created, and that's why we're where we're at. So, like, say John, he's a maintenance guy, and he makes 25 to 30 grand a year. Wonderful guy. Say he has another, baby mom, ex-wife, take care of his kids, do everything like that. They will bypass John because all the females want that 1% of what they can get. So with John and it's tiers. You got the bottom level tiers, that's the no good men. They either do the 1% or the no good men. The men that's in the bottom, they always get looked at, oh, he's lame. I can't be with him because of XYZ. But that's the man you really need, and your kids can be around to make another alpha man. He's an alpha man. He going to work. He got oil on his pants. He do all that. Now, granted, you can have the drug dealer in that same motion, but he probably gonna last long. He might be in jail. He might be
right.
So yeah, you're gonna have a drug dealer that may be in that middle class, but who knows he's gonna be around for the next year. And you got a son now. Now your son gonna be a beta man because the mom is raising him.
What's the cycle?
I don't think that all men that are raised by their moms are beta. I feel like some men that are raised by their moms can still be alpha. I feel like it just depends on the type of man that you are. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's true. Some men can be, but that man, but he had to have a role model because
of course.
Right. I'm not just saying like just because he's
raised by your mom, or you know,
grandfather. Someone can be his alpha, but you can't. Right, but a woman can't create alpha, and that's what I'm saying. She can't create alpha.
I do think like that man will have a stronger either awareness to like a woman's emotional needs or emotional tendencies or habits, and then like, or he'll just, like we said, be a little bit more emotional himself. But I do think that it'll have like some infliction and influence.
Right, but if y'all think about this, think about the men y'all dated, right?
I can like call them 9 out of 10.
The ones that was beta, that was arguing with you, wanted to put their hands on you, all this stuff. Look at their background history. Where's their father?
Yeah, no.
Well, you know, that's the thing. I dated men that were alpha, but still hit women. They had a man and they had a father in their life. Well, and they still were. They had both. But they both traits.
But that father could be a beta as well. Just because a man is there, don't mean it takes a certain ingredient to make an alpha. So like you can have a family, a mom and dad married 30 years, but that dad is beating his mom, and he didn't have the foundation, but he's there for his, but he's not really there for his. Right. So like, alpha man is almost extinct because most women, when you say independent, the women is alpha now. They're taking over the job.
Yeah, they're taking over both genders.
They're doing all that. So like, I don't need a man. And then they raise the little boy up, and then he turned out sweet. And they like, well, what happened?
Right.
He didn't see how a man walk. He didn't see how a man talk. He didn't see he need that diddy bop. And guess what? You can be the perfect mom in the world. And I love moms. Like, yo, we should give it to them because moms, yo.
Go ahead, Panama. Go ahead.
Okay. But I know that I cannot raise my son to be men. They need their fathers. I know that.
That's the point. But then it'll flip it to say, oh, well, men is no good. They never be there for that. It turns into like, I don't want to take long, but like for history, back in the 60s and 50s, you can have a husband to get disability or food stamps and stuff like that. So what they did was created where the
black man was out of the home. Mm-hmm.
The women
had to be on your own to be able to get support from the government.
Right.
The black man had to be out of the home.
Right. So even a microwave back then. So women start seeing, so women start seeing like, okay, start understanding. And then when Reagan got into office in the 80s, then crack came. Mm-hmm. And that kicked a whole bunch too. But if you look at women and say men ain't nothing, men ain't this, it's a history behind it. But the independency of a woman is killing the game to the modern day. Like,
I agree.
Next thing,
and a lot of these women that are at the top that that rap about being independent, not needing a man, use a man for his money, are married and in relationships. Mm-hmm. But in the music they're pushing it like they're single and as men.
But it's the music industry. So even when the crack came out with Reagan, the rap back then was all happy, low lucky, party go hippity hoppity.
I was gonna say everything though, like
right.
So then when Reagan and crack came, if y'all think about this, right, when crack came to the neighborhoods, when gangster rap came, the rappers used to try to put out hippity hoppity music, and they didn't want that. Mm-hmm. So even to this day, if one of you guys come up and be like, yo, I want to be a rapper or so and so, and you go to a label, they're going to reinvamp your whole situation right?
You have no free creative control.
There you go. So even on the radio, they're not going to play your stuff unless you're talking about taking the man money. So it's all into programming. But what women got to understand, but like what women got to understand is this: you got God, an alpha man, the wife, the kids, the family, and friends. Some people are not biblical, but if you think about if a system, you can't move to the other one without strength. So the strongest person in this world,
God,
is God.
right?
And then physical is man, mental is the woman, and then you got the man, physical, woman, mental. Then you build the kids around everything around that. So you gotta understand it like that. But most people just look at it like, well, I don't believe in God, which I mean, it's cool. I mean, I do, but you don't have to.
Even if you didn't, though, like I totally believe. I actually do believe in God, but even if you didn't, say like, and you just believe in mammals, right? And as humans, we're mammals, and even like a male sexual drive, it comes out of an animalistic place. Even the same thing with a woman, her physical needs. So even just in a household, for it to run smoothly, like it makes sense for the male to lead. In most animals themselves, like the male's the one who kind of picks his mate. You know what I'm saying? So like an alpha guy is gonna kind of just lead by example. He's not really gonna argue with his girl. He doesn't have the time for that.
But that's what I'm saying. But when the alpha man go to the female of choice,
right,
you get turned down. So in the end of the day, he stuck with the Quitas and the Suzannes. He really don't want to be with them. You feel me?
What is a Quita, Belo?
Not brother, because men is hunters. Like we're hunters. Like that's what we're
such a great way to put it.
Like we're hunters with everything we do. So if we're not getting what we need here, we hunt
for it.
Hunt. So like if this world didn't have buildings and jobs 9 to 5, men be out here knocking down lions, bringing them to the crib. But when it comes to relationship, women is taking away that hunting mentality and think, oh yeah, you got what's that female group that's Me Too? Oh my God.
The Me Too movement.
Even at my job,
I was like, what?
a lot of the upper echelon guys, which was black men, got fired because of looking at a girl wrong, or she thought this, that, and the third, just because he said something like that. You can't it's a scary game, yeah.
No, I actually have a friend who got into a really nasty divorce with 3 beautiful children. They're Filipino and black, and he just the wife tried to have one of her daughter's friends say he touched her inappropriately. They went to trial. He was facing 30 years. This is in New Jersey. It was a whole case. And luckily during the trial, the daughter's friend came out and was like, it was all a lie, and just broke down on the stand and was like, it was all a lie. She asked me to lie. But I was just he was going away. Yeah, can you I couldn't imagine being, because I'm a male, you know what I mean? And then a black male also, that I almost have no rights or power because someone else wants to make a story or projection. And I'm not saying everybody makes a story or projection of feeling like a victim or being in a situation, because there are some people who actually experience those horrifying things, but there are some people who are just vindictive and plant that seed. Yeah. And it's so easily believed. So I couldn't even imagine walking in a guy's shoes
during this time.
Yeah, because imagine this. Imagine we all go somewhere and it's 2 of you and 1 of me, and say is ladies out there and kids out there, and we at the beach. So say y'all pull y'all phones out and y'all looking at the horizon and the sun and everything, right? So say Belo come up and do it. People might be looking at me crazy
what is he doing? That's true, because I've gone to the parks and I'll see women on their phone or watching kids or whatever, and I'm whatever. But then if I see a man just by himself, I'm like, who the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. But guess
that happens to so many dads.
You know what I mean? I don't make no scene and just accuse, but I do be thinking in my head, who is Buddy? Where is his kids at? Why is he here?
Use the buddy system at the playground, man.
Yo, for real, it's bad. But like I said, all men ain't good. But the good ones, we have to find
all men are not bad at also.
But where are they at? Are they like at church? Are they in
all
quarantine?
they all around.
Are they in Tulum?
They all around. They all around. They all around. It's just the system is bad. Matter of fact, they in some people DMs, but
Yo, stop.
no, listen to me. But no, they don't. Nobody reach out to them. They might have 10 messages on there, like, "Yo, what up?" Nah.
I think it's because they're just like, and this is gonna sound bad.
It's oversaturated. It's just oversaturated, and online dating is just become so scary and just. And this generation, nobody wants
too big of a pool, though.
Everybody wants an entanglement. Nobody wants anything serious. Nobody wants commitment in this generation anymore. So like the DMs is just like not the place to be trying to shoot your shot. I feel like.
Well, I think that's because it's what it's set for. Like people, it goes down in the DMs. It goes down like it's already been targeted as that.
But if you think about it, where do we put ourselves in a place to be found?
We don't, because
but that's the point. So
in a coffee shop with the lights dimmed down low, like that's what.
Imagine yo, what up? They like
no, not like that. Like, miss, let me show you how it's done. Hold on. No. Like, hey, yo, miss.
You gotta do this.
I just want to tell you, you look hot. Wait. They be like, hey, yo, miss. They be like, I just want to tell you, you are the most beautiful thing. Do you mind if I pay for your coffee? Do you mind if I hold you down? I just hope it adds some joy to your day. Like, you know what I mean? A little something. In a coffee shop, the ambiance be nice.
He gonna be the next dude on the pot. You be like, yo, he was lame. He came up to me thinking he
cool. Yo, if you come to my coffee shop every morning and catch me, and let me tell you something about women. Persistence with a capital P goes far. We like effort. So you could be Mr. Simpleton and super nice and not have like chains and stuff. But if you make your presence known, you could be 5'5", but if your presence is 6 foot, we in it, yo. We'll throw out all our heels for you.
But that's true. Like, yo, that's free game. But from the man's perspective, we're so used to being like rejected and declined, right? But it takes one of them times where like don't nobody have 5 times to go at it nowadays. Because,
why not? If you want a lifetime, you better go 10.
Well, because you might not see the person. Like Georgia is a place where it's a gumbo, right? You think about this. Even if you go to the same coffee shop, you might see the one person or maybe 2 all the time. But when you go in
it
there,
kind of becomes stalking.
you feel me? That's why you. And then when you go in there the 3rd time, you like, hold on.
Nigga, why are you
here? Oh, so it's a crazy game. I mean, I feel one time the charm. If you like it, go for it. Boom. Because the 2nd or 3rd time, it might get to the point where you're like, yo, how you be knowing?
Right. How you know where I be at?
Yo. Like, it's like those R&B songs.
And then you might go to Target and see him, and now you really like, oh no.
Not Target.
Are you following me?
Okay, but Target, come on now.
You get my GPS. The coffee shop, the Target, nah, yeah, you got So I mean, it's hard, man. And one day, what we should do, we should have a full episode about men and women, beta men, real woman, independent.
No, I think we should go out and definitely put this to the test.
We should do a test about men trying to.
Both of us though. Belo, you go do it with girls. We'll go do it with guys and see like just one time, not twice to the same person.
For real though. For real. I mean, man, it's gonna be amazing, man, because women gonna be mad though. They're gonna be mad that that men want to change. And they probably don't want to do it.
I just think it's like about finding the right woman, because I'm not gonna front. I'm super old fashioned. Like this whole way of dating, I'm like I'm gonna be alone,
right?
Or like I couldn't do this. Like if I had to go out and date right now to find someone, I couldn't.
Yeah, I'm lucky that I've had my relationships since 2 years back. Whatever, because new age. I try to get my feet wet when I'm on a break, when we break up, and it's just not for me. These it's just not the same as it was back in the day. It's so
No.
because everything is someone's like is everything is so microwave where
men
like
don't even want to take you on a date no more because women have just ruined the idea of men taking you on a date. It's tricking. And
no.
he's a dude, buddy. So now men don't even want to ask you on dates. They just when can I see you? When can I see you? When can I see you? Like nigga, never.
Yes, because women is using dates at like free food. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, listen, I had someone.
Both sides.
I had a friend over, and this like made me realize I needed new friends. All right, no, because this is still my friend, but I looked at my friend sideways. My friend was like, "I'm hungry." I was like, "Sis, you know you at my house, so if you entry through my doorway." You
got access, right?
Not even you just fam, like to my soul, body, fam, everything. I'm like, sis, I ain't even the best cook, but I'll go in that kitchen and whip you something up with love, and I got you. It'll fill you up. You be good, protein, everything. Sis was like, I'm gonna hit this dude and see if he could get me some crab cakes. I said, wait, what? It was like 45 minutes later. My sis was still sitting there talking about I'm hungry. I said, sis.
Oh no, baby. We're not starting with crab cakes.
And I couldn't believe that because even when I was in the club on my days where I was like making a little bit over my house fee, and you know what I'm saying? I never was sat down next to nobody and was like, hey, can I have a drink? Hey, can I have a lap dance? Hey, can I get a meal? Never.
The game is microwave.
Never.
The game is microwave. And to a real dude, we don't know what's which. And like, if you think about this, dating is just an investment, right? So how much money you think a dude met? And when you meet a dude, you should look at him like that. Like, how much do you think he invested in dating?
Yeah, already. But when it came to you.
And then mean like in his attire, in his facial cleanliness, in his cologne? Is that what you mean?
Simping, paying for girls this, paying for girls that. Imagine how much can be in a black man's community if he didn't. These girls weren't using them as like simps.
Right.
I actually don't know how to analyze that.
Some men will, the men that the girls like, oh, he's stingy and they will do that on purpose. They'll purposely not want to take you on a date, not want to spend or they'll try to see what they can get out of you before you can see what you can get out of them.
So does it come down to control or does it come down to like lack of awareness and dating?
Down to nobody trusting each other no more. Like, nobody knowing what anybody's intentions are now. And it's just
pimping.
Yeah.
Everybody's just gonna become like asexual.
Everybody's just basically
everybody gonna be prostitutes and then
in 10 years from now, that's what I'm saying. Is vagina just gonna be like out there
on the market? When you listen to all these rap songs, right?
No, seriously.
All they saying is swiping card and doing what they do. I can do this, I can do that. I don't have to cook, I don't gotta do that. It's just gonna be space shades pimping. Girls gonna go on Instagram, dude's gonna be like, yo, I got $1,000, and then they're gonna fly them out, boom, and then boom.
I know that's crazy that's really how it works. Because I couldn't believe that though, because I was reading some of the DMs now on this tongue page. I was like, what is this? Who lives like this? And do women really trust this? But some women really do. Just get on a plane and go.
You ain't telling it all though. Imagine those pictures that we sent to you.
Bro, let me tell you something. I try not to open a lot of it.
Yo, listen.
No, let me tell you something. I really try not to, and then sometimes I do. Because did you see my live? Somebody came on live and was just like full JO.
Nah.
Full JO.
I just know these simps, man. Like it's turning to the
full JO.
Yeah.
No, okay.
No. So but they were like, why are you acting like you don't like it? Because I was like I shit in my eyes like I was in second grade.
Oh my god! No, that's a rape term. Why am I acting like I don't like it? I'm not acting.
I didn't.
But look though, women created simps though, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like it's a situation because he has somebody that he wants but he can't get, but now he's simping. Like he's playing catch up because it's more women is it's more women than men.
Yeah.
Right? But why? Think about this. Why is he simping? And there's more women in the world than men.
Wait.
It's
because he wants what he can't have, and they want what they can't have.
No, he could have somebody because it's 2 to 3 to 1.
Yeah, but what he can have is not what he wants.
Right.
But But that's the point. Like, yeah, like nobody want a crab cake or a bottom feeder.
I mean, yeah, nobody does.
Right.
But like, do you ever wonder too, like how some people end up together, as bad as that may sound? No, and I don't mean like that. I mean like, you ever met a couple where it's like, not that they're opposites, but one is just like so driven and the other one is just like hiding the other one's like success in a way.
They will make it though, because sometimes it takes, just like a battery, you gotta have positive and negative. So like sometimes that will work.
That's true.
Two positives might not work. Two driven person might not work. We know two non-driven.
Two driven persons drive away because they're going to be too focused on their goals instead of each other.
Jay-Z and Beyonce, right? When Jay-Z was on tour, that's when Lemonade came out. She was gone for 6 months, 7 months. Jay-Z probably sitting there scratching her head. And sometimes too positive not good. So most of the time you do need a negative and positive. So when the other person, even if it's a guy or girl, whoever getting the basket, which I feel the man should, but hey, who knows what goes on in today's world? Getting the basket, somebody has to be the negative, and that's where you got to balance off. Because even if you got kids, y'all can't all put the kids inside of daycare, and that's $600 per kid.
Yeah. Even if you had the money, you got to have like some kind of emotional relationship with your kid.
Right. That's why I like entrepreneurs. And I'm gonna make it real quick because I know we got to go. But like, I like school. I like people that go to school. But like, you shouldn't go to school the way most people go to school. Like you go, you should find a job, and then you should go to the job and then find what things you need in school to get that job. Right. Most people go to school, get all this $70,000, $80,000 debt, and then try to find a job. And you shouldn't do that. So with entrepreneurs, everybody should have a trade, but as being an entrepreneur, I think everybody should have their own business in this climate.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. 100%. Especially in this day and age, at this point, there's no reason not to.
Hey, listen, if y'all want to start a business, let's get it popping.
Oh, I got actually, yep. dot.
Icebreaker to
because this is technically part 1 of cheating, by the way, because we all have not shared our story, let alone.
But so would you rather, and we'll go around so that we can all answer, and then would you rather catch your significant other in the act of cheating, or would you rather find out after the fact, and why? Belo, you could start.
Damn.
I know, that's hard.
Belo's face. He just flashed back.
Well, I don't know, because I mean, in an act, either way, you should find it. You should find it. You should, and I mean, in an act, but you know if your person cheating though. Come on now, you ain't gotta catch up.
You don't always know, and that's the worst.
I do.
Always know. 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Always, I think you do always know, but you don't always know. Like you don't always have that proof. You don't always get that proof. You understand what I'm saying? So like your intuition's telling you, your body's telling you, your mind is telling you that your significant other is not being loyal to you, but you don't have proof, so you don't know. That's what I mean. You get me?
I've been in a situation where I had no idea.
Yeah, you knew. You saw the signs.
No. When I say like everything is kosher, it was like a normal relationship. There might be like a couple of arguments here, sweat me there, but not that much. Cool, but a little here. And we both work and we both are professional, do what we do. And then I catch you because I just was like, why you not answering my call? That's weird. Show up at the crib. Fuck it, why are all the lights off? Something possessed me to just walked up into the house and really like heard everything and sat on the other side of the door and like, let me tell you, I cried and I was like, if I open this door, I might kill somebody. So I can't open this door.
So you have actually caught somebody in the act.
Like heard everything from my own verification. And then like really knew my temper. Like, when you start to cry, but you're angry and you could like feel the anger. Right. Yeah. Yo, I'm like sitting there crying, laughing, but like angry. And I'm like, I can't open this door because I don't know what's going to happen to him. And I don't know what's going to happen to her. so I'm gonna just go wait outside.
Oh my God.
But listen, I
strong.
confronted him. Like, I let her leave. I let them get themselves off. Cool, great. No, because like, look, if I went in there, I don't know what would have happened. I really don't trust myself. But I was younger too. You know what I'm saying? So I really didn't trust myself to go in there. But now that I look at it, knowing that like that's how that situation played out, I'm kind of mad as fuck that I didn't say something. Because I would have ragged that bitch.
So you rather catch or later?
So no, being in that situation, would you rather be in that situation again where you're catching them in the act or find out after the fact?
I think I'd rather find out after the fact because at that point it's not as traumatizing.
Right.
Yeah.
But think about this. How would you have the proof if you catch it in the future? It would just be he saying, more or less.
It would, but like that proof was too heavy for me. If someone even can give me that impression that you're cheating and there's like enough going on to support the cause and I can believe it, then we shouldn't have been together anyway.
True.
You know, like if I could believe someone else's word over you because of just either how you're acting, what was said, how you're in that predicament, or you know what I'm saying? Because most of the times, 9 times out of 10, if you're not cheating, no one's gonna just make up that allegation. And if you're not leading someone on to even believe that they could have a spot or a shot, and say you're not cheating physically, you're not doing anything, but some boundaries are kind of played with and crossed, then you know, no one's really gonna say that. So for me, I would definitely rather not be in that situation. Because I also lost out on a chance to like defend myself too at that age. Like I kind of didn't hold my ground. I really didn't hold myself worth. Like that moment says a lot for me in that time capsule of my life.
Right.
You know? So it's like just even for a dude to try me like that.
Yeah.
Like,
but
you know what I'm saying?
Why he tried you like that.
But like I was just with that guy 6 hours prior. Like it was crazy.
Right. I don't know if I would beat a woman up if I were to catch her in the act. I would beat my man's ass. I would. Because you don't know from being in the adult industry working, you know, you don't know what a man is telling another woman. So I would rather find out after the fact because I don't know what I would do in that situation. Right. But in a situation where if I were to catch them in the act, what if I'm like if I chose the path of just going away and letting them get their shit off anyways, then I might as well have just found out after the fact. You get me?
That's what I'm saying.
No, I would rather just find out after the fact because I don't know what I would do.
True. I'd rather find out in the motion because I love proof. Like that's I love proof because it's not going to be the same when you find out later because then you're still going to be second guessing. And then they're going to be lying like, oh, I didn't do this. I didn't do that. But if you catch them in the act,
then there's nothing they could say or do. And then if you stay or go, everything's on you.
But I feel like when you find out later, like it all, like it'll come out. The proof will come out.
Everything makes sense. Like
not all the time, man. People know how to cover up.
That's bro. I just before we go real quick, I watched what is it called? Judas and the Black Messiah over the weekend.
Yes, did you?
Oh my God. That he could cover everything up. That man.
But real talk, go back to what I was saying. You know when someone's doing wrong. Like I knew it.
Even in the movie, I'm sorry, they knew. There was certain little things. That's what Bella was saying. You knew there's certain little things that you overlooked that you thought like, all right, you let that go.
If you think like that with everything, you'll never trust anyone. If you look at every little thing, because how do you differentiate?
Let me tell you.
Wow.
That's how I do it. I give you 100% trust. Anything that you do beyond that point, the trust
goes down, right?
So like building your trust up, you're going to be hurt that way because then once you're building it up, you're going to build more love going towards where you should be the person. And if you feel that they're good, then you can break it down from there.
No, but I'm saying like, what happens if like someone's good? You guys are good for like, no, I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like there's
a snake.
sign. What?
You know a snake when you see him. You know a snake.
Snakes come in all different shapes and sizes.
Well, listen, I know.
Colors.
I got a science. I'll break it down to you next time, but I got a science.
I agree with Belo. Snakes, a snake. And me, as somebody that plays the naive role, you get me? As a woman, I play the naive role, even though I know better. I do notice when I notice the snakes. And even if I notice in the beginning and I let it go because I'm like, nah, I'm tripping. It's me. But I notice that one little hair out of place.
Yeah.
And I just brush it off. I ignore the red flag.
Maybe that's what it is. I've gotten so accustomed to just brushing it off. I don't even recognize it as a sign anymore.
I'm gonna give you a good example. It's like being at a house party or a club with the atmosphere is straight party and fun, right? And you look over and you're looking at everybody and you see this one guy or girl
just look off and out of place.
Like up to just something about them and just not sitting right with you.
Most people would just have fun.
Sat in something wet.
And then guess what? A shootout come and then somebody dead, right?
Yeah.
Hello, peeping the scene. I'm looking at that mofo every night. I might even say, yo, I holla. I'm
right.
Out. Because
that's like different. I could recognize them signs, being in the strip club. You see that shit every day, but like
you're in a relationship because you're not expecting it.
Right.
I've gone in skeptical before, but it's like, you know what? Sometimes I feel like I could. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I could just overlook somebody, like you said.
Like your love is blind. See, love is blind, and that's where most women mess up. Because love is blind, but even though love is blind, you still have to peep things out and go by what you learned, and then go from there. Now, don't be pushing stuff. Oh yeah, you doing this, you doing that, and that's what most people do. No. Peep things. Everything's a pattern. It's a pattern. Pattern. If it's red, black, and it turned blue one day, blue. And that's when you call the cell phone, you went to the crib, and you're like, hold on, today it's blue now.
It's blue, right?
Red, black, blue. Hold on, something is off. Everything is patterned. So if someone not following that same pattern, people been together 20 years and they still follow that same. I know when he get off, he gonna be home like this. He might go by the liquor store, get his liquor. He gonna come home. He might go and play some numbers sometimes, but he gonna make his way home around 8:30. Guess what? 8:30. He coming in the door. 20 years later.
And that one time,
20 years later,
he trolling at 11. He getting his ass beat. Period.
Yeah.
No.
Say, honey, I got a flat.
8:30.
8:30.
Yo,
8:30 was like 3 hours ago. It's been that way for the last 20 years. Like, what? That's terrible. No, I like that this is like the first segment of this topic because, man, this topic goes far.
For sure.
I got so much still to go on, and it's crazy. So,
I know. We appreciate you coming on and adding a third perspective to this situation because we need to hear from the fellas. We need to hear y'all perspective. Drop some comments in on this if you got any experiences that you want to talk about, or anytime you've been cheated on, or if you've just been the cheater. Are you an alpha male? Are you a beta male?
They betas.
They beta. I mean, if they don't comment, that they betas. Like, it's only an alpha would come out here.
Alpha, yeah.
Streets.
Right. You got a dude on here now. So y'all should come out now. You feel me?
Yeah, like, period.
We're feminists and we don't do nothing for the men because we did this for the men. Okay. Period.
Yeah.
That for the men. So
and I'm gonna call y'all out too. So you better subscribe and all that and comment. You know what I mean?
Run it up.
Run it up.
Hey. I didn't, mommy.
You already know. Episode 6. Don't get it twisted.
Word.
Part 1. Cheating.
Period.
I'll see you next time.